I couldn't possibly count how many lessons on wealth and prosperity I could draw from the Bible. Just think about it. The sheer number of promises in the Bible, 7 to 8,000 promises made by God throughout its page. Promises that cover various aspects of life, like provision, protection, healing, salvation, wisdom, and peace. There are promises for individuals and specific groups like Israel, and promise for all humanity. You know what intrigues me the most? It's that God has never broken a promise. His word doesn't change. He is one who is, with all power and all knowledge. So, why don't this promise come true in your life? Simply because you are not taking care of your own life. You waste your time on things that won't take you anywhere. You prefer indulging in immediate pleasures, spending hours on Instagram or TikTok, or watching 200 Netflix series. And in the end, it's easier to say God's promise aren't coming true in my life than it is to reflect on your own choice. I don't want to come across as harsh, but I do want to stop you from sabotaging yourself, even if that means you will feel a little upset with me at first. But when you look at God's Word, you will constantly find lessons about living a prosperous life. Pay attention to this passage. Proverbs 21. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs own. I have a special passion for Proverbs because it feels like each verse is a direct piece of advice from God. Like He's sitting right beside you saying, hey, like this. Hey, my son, hey, my daughter, pay attention to this because it will change your life. Proverbs speak to us directly without beating around the bush. It shows you what you need to do to be wise, succeed, and overcome problems. And why? Because wisdom is the seed that transforms your life. Now, focus here. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. For a lay person, this verse might seem like it's just about gluttony. For a scarcity mind person, it might mean don't eat all your food because hard times are coming and you don't know what tomorrow holds. And for me, what does it mean to me? Before I tell you, let me open a parenthesis. You know another concept I'm passionate about, the law of sowing and reaping. The Bible is clear about this in Galatians 6:7. Do not deceive, God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. This law is simple and powerful, yet we often forget it. Everything you do, whether good or bad, is a seed, and like any seed, it will grow and bear fruit. If you sow dedication and progressive repetition, you will reap growth. If you sow laziness, you reap stagnation. If you sow generosity, you will reap provision. Over the medium and long term, the law of sowing and reaping is inevitable. So, when I read Proverbs 21:20, the wise store up choice for food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs on, I can only interpret it in one way. Simplify your spending so you have the capacity to invest like someone who plays big. This verse emphasizes the importance of prudence in resource management. The wise are careful and preserve what they have, while fools impulsively spend everything without thinking about the future. It's simple. If all the money you earn serves only your current needs, you will always serve money. This may be one of society's greatest problems. People don't know how to put money in this proper place. Do you want to hear the craziest thing you will hear today? People transfer emotions to money. You don't transfer emotion to a couch or TV, but we do with money. When you hear the word money, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Let me redefine that question. What emotion comes to mind when you hear the word money? Pleasure, freedom, security, power, anxiety, self-pity, belonging. For someone, money is linked to spending. These people associate money with pleasure. For others, money is tied to survival. They see money and think of security. Some view money as a freedom. They believe it's the key of doing what they want and when they want. Others see money as power, a means to feel important and influential, as if it gives them control over their lives and others. There are those who associate money with love and care, using it to support others, express affection, and demonstrate value and generosity. For some, money symbolizes success, proof that their effort and dedication were worthwhile. Then there are those who feel anxiety whenever they think of money, worried about not having enough or losing what they have. And some people view money as a burden, a constant responsibility that weighs them down. Depending on the emotion that comes to mind when you think of money, you might never be able to live out the wisdom of Proverbs 21:20. Do you want to know more about money mindset you carry? Comment below and I will make a video about it. I'm Danilo, and follow this channel and like this video if it resonated with you.